Welcome to episode 44 of Fort Fritz. I am your host, Fritz, joined as always by co-host Mandaddy.
Hi.
Angela.
Hello.
And Nick Spry.
Hi.
All right, thank you guys for coming over. I have a party planned today, as you saw from my multiple texts and or emails. Sorry about that. Nick Spry, I couldn't find you on Twitter.
I do not have a Twitter account. I don't twat, as it were.
Jesus, you can't say that.
I don't twit, as it. I don't.
There you go. Christ,
Never twatted?
That's my knowledge.
I don't really either, but this is so important.
This
I wanted
doesn't
to
really
get the word
look
out.
like a party. Where are all the balloons
Yeah.
and streamers?
Yeah.
Nothing going on.
Like, do you have a cake? Like, this just looks like rows and rows of chairs and a projection screen.
I also have many rows of mini quiches.
Mini
Oh.
quiches are okay.
Mini quiches.
Yep.
Where did
There's
you get
not
these
many
from?
mini quiches,
Costco.
though. There's only a few mini quiches. It should be mini quiches.
Mini. Multi mini quiches.
Well,
There
that would be smaller quiches comprised of other quiches.
Whoa.
I also have spinacapitas.
What?
Spinacapitas?
Spinacopitas.
Spinacapita.
I'm letting you know right now that you cooked none of these things. You put them all out frozen. Why would you do that? None of them are cooked. They're all frozen.
You're supposed to do more than just get them out of the freezer. They're supposed to cook them, like apply heat of some sort.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I can get Graves to do that. Anyway, I'm trying to get rid of paintings, okay? Because it's come to my knowledge that Felix had a whole bunch of paintings apparently nobody knew about.
Okay, but why are you getting rid of them?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be rich. Come
Okay.
on. 1 and 1 is 3, you know what I mean? So I've got paintings in the corner. I'm just going to, if you guys can help me set these up, please.
Well, this is like a absurdly large pile
Yes.
of.
Yeah.
It looks like you had like a kite fight. These things are all stacked on top of each other. This is a practical mountain of art.
How many kite fights have you seen?
More than you'd like to know.
All right, so how about Angela, go over there, just pull out a painting for me. That top one. Oh, perfect.
Dusty.
Wow. It's a bit of a cloud.
And pull back the... Oh my god. This is... Okay, so this is Out of Chaos, A Place in a Forest by Matthew Green. This was painted in 1988. What do you guys think about it?
It looks like chaos coming out of a forest.
And Chaos just happens to look like he's a little bit too young to be coming out of that forest. I wonder where his parents know where he is.
Little baby chaos.
Where did you find these?
I don't know. Again, I'm going to sell them. Don't worry about it. Me and Daddy, what do you got over there? Pull that one up.
Is that New Jersey?
It's just...
That one's great.
It's not pretty.
No, yeah, that's Night and Sea. Reflections on by Terse Jacoby.
Terse Jacoby?
Yeah, what can you tell me about that one?
Was he terse or that was his name?
It was a female. How dare you...
Did I assume his gender?
You assume
Her
that
gender.
Did I assume his gender?
Oh, get
Again.
it right, man.
Damn it.
That's even worse when you're talking
I know,
about
I know.
the assumption
Worse.
of gender. And
You
that's
mansplained her gender.
To himself, which was a her.
Oh, God. It's terrible.
Breaking all social norms.
What do you got over there, Nick Spry?
This one looks, I don't know, it looks like, actually, I think somebody like spilled their lunch on this one. Here, look take a look at this, guys.
Oh.
Was that a Pollock?
No, it looks a little bit more like, I don't know, like somebody stepped on a skunk or
Yep.
something.
Looks
Yeah.
kind of like vomit a
That's,
little bit. It's bad.
For lack of a better
Skunk
word.
vomit.
yeah.
That's actually The Cosmic Struggle of Doug by Doug Electron.
By Doug Electron?
Doug Electron.
That's not like his
Well,
normal work. He's
no.
usually...
Is this a self-portrait?
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. I think it's upside down.
I think we should call Doug to make sure he's okay.
He might have had a problem while making his last work.
Wait, well, let's just turn it over and see what it looks like now.
Oh, it's dripping.
Yeah.
That's not
Oh, it
good.
kind of smells a little bit.
Ooh, that's fresh. That's fresh.
That's a stinky canvas.
How are you going to sell these?
Yeah,
These
who
are
would want to buy
disgusting.
these?
I have no idea. I even have like culturally misappropriated articles too. Like over here, check this out. This painting by Sir Cecil Pitcairn, OBE. So, you know, someone who's very, very high up. Painted in 1920. Me think naughty mine spine again.
Something about my spine?
it
Man, Daddy's
looks-
spine? What? My spine hurts a little bit.
It looks like it's something that, how would you say, someone from the South would paint. That sold for millions of dollars back in the day. I don't know why Felix has it, but that's me finka naughty mine spine again. So he's got some really, really crazy shit in here too.
Where did he get the money?
I don't know.
Where did he get the money? I've always never really, really thought about where did all the money come
I'm
from.
thinking it's got to be some sort of copyright. You know, like he's
Okay.
the guy that invented, I don't know, like the light switch or something like that. I don't know. Something really common that everybody needs.
I'm really happy that I do tweet and use the Twitter so I can get the invitation to this party where you're basically just putting us to work so you can make a bunch of money. That's really cool.
Well, I mean,
Really happy
I would
about
be
that.
splitting the money with you guys.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, thank you. What exactly do you need us to do?
Yeah.
Just help me hang up the paintings and, just talk to me.
Where are the people? Who's going to buy them? It's just us. We're not going to buy them.
Well, you see, that's the thing. Tonight is an art gallery opening.
In the fort.
In the fort.
You're allowing other human beings into this godforsaken place.
I'm opening up main ballroom number 1.
Okay,
and
because that's a nicer one.
Yep.
2 and 3 are kind of...
It's got the parquet floor. Looks like a basketball court. Used to be, actually, a basketball court.
Did you clean it?
I did now, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Because for, 2 years I've been saying I would. Yeah, I finally did. Took a long time, but I cleaned it.
That's disgusting.
Mm-hmm. Like, for instance, this painting. Do Flies Fuck? By Tim Sturgeon.
Of course they do.
That's
why there's so many flies. Why would you even consider that question?
I don't know. Has everybody ever seen a fly fuck?
Fascinating.
Yeah, I actually have. Yeah.
Fascinating.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's weird. They're fast.
I bet they are. They do it while flying?
Not that I've observed. I'm pretty sure there's a few wild ones out there.
Ooh.
They're members of the Yard High Club.
Jeez.
Getting it on that kinky fly sex.
Their life is very short. I mean, you might as well live it up.
Yeah, no, just go for it. Not like love bugs. They're just flying stuck together half the time.
Pretty
so
sure they're just like. So what do you got over there, Angela?
Aside from all the dust on these,
real dusty.
Super dusty. Where did you find these?
Here's the thing. I found them in the attic behind a small crawl space, but that led into this gallery, which is why I was like, there's hundreds of paintings besides these. I just grabbed a big old handful, came out, but I need to go back up.
Giant hands to be able to grab this as a handful.
Thank you.
Also,
Thank you for noticing.
You found a gallery in a crawl space?
Yes, it's really weird.
And
and
what were
I
you
don't know-
doing up there in the first place? Were you drunk again, just crawling around your house looking for weird stuff?
That's a really narrow gallery.
Well, I was looking to see if he had any like baseball cards.
Well,
Checks out.
Yeah.
okay. This painting, at first glance, I really like it, but it's a little boy and
Let me
his sister. Oh, wait, that is not his sister.
I like this.
What?
That is a doll.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa,
That's a
whoa, whoa,
big
whoa,
doll.
whoa.
What is going on? Are
All
those
right.
hands?
Nick's Bryce wrestling.
Guys, no, this, I'm starting to freak out a little bit. And Angela, I think I know this painting. Guys.
You know this painting?
Yeah,
This is
guys,
really-
this might be one of the most haunted paintings in the world. Guys, have you ever heard of The Hands Resist Him?
No.
Oh.
Sounds like a great indie album, though.
It does.
So this painting actually is considered by many to be one of the most haunted paintings in modern history. It was originally painted by the artist Bill Stoneham. To give you a little background on Bill Stoneham, he was born in 1947. He is still alive. He's 71 years old. He is a oil painting surrealist, and he painted originally this painting in 1972. To describe what's in the picture, basically there is a glass door and a child standing next to a doll that is almost as tall as the child is, and in
So
the background
creepy.
on the glass door, which
It's
is
like a
in
French
darkness.
style door, right?
Yes,
Like-
yes, with broken into sections of glass panes with woodwork in between. There are hands outside in the darkness, and there is what looks like an eclipsed heavenly body of some sort in the sky above it. In the doll's hands, there is an empty battery cell with wires coming out of it. This painting is based off of a photograph that was taken of Stoneham when he was 5 years old, and he was living in
What?
Chicago by his father, his adopted father. When he was born in 1947, Stoneham was originally given up for adoption and adopted by a family in Chicago. And he said that at the time that the photograph was taken, they were living in his grandmother's house, and there was so little room in the apartment that he had to sleep in the closet with all the clothes. And he said he didn't feel like a human. He felt like an article of clothing. And this is the time you can see this sullen expression that the boy has, very, very blank, was taken during this time. And he said that he used to have a playmate who was a little girl almost his age around the same time. And in 1972, when he painted this, he was living with his wife, Rohan, in
Rohan.
Rohan. Rohan. Rhoann. Rohan.
Room.
So he was on contract by the Feingarten Gallery, Charles Feingarten, the owner, to produce 2 paintings a month for $200 each. The first time that the painting was shown was in 1974 at Feingarten's gallery, and there he was doing a showing, and it was reviewed by the Los Angeles art critic for the Los Angeles Times, Henry Seldis, and it was actually sold then as well to one actor, John Marley, who was notable for the movie, many movies, but probably most memorable in his role in The Godfather, where he played the film producer who wakes up and has the horse's head in his hand. Right. So he actually purchased the painting.
What a great scene.
And it is a little odd. One of the more mysterious facts surrounding this is that the three men closest to the hands that resist him died. Henry Seldis, the critic, died in 1978. On the night before his birthday, before he turned 53, he committed suicide. Whoa. Now, he had been plagued by mental health problems while going through a divorce, and he had tried to commit suicide the previous September by an overdose of pills. But no one really knows what happened that night. 3 years later, Charles Feingarten died in 1981. Inexplicably, there is no known cause of death at the age of 60. And
just dead.
Just dead.
Woke up dead or died during the day? Or
I was not able to find a single shred of information on this. I looked up obituaries, cause of death.
Yeah, cause of death, it just says deader than hell.
It
on
said,
a scale from 1 to 10, this guy is dead.
So would 60 years old passing away, would that be natural causes?
It might be, depending on the lifestyle, but still, you'd think that there would be some sort of cause of death found.
Right. Yeah.
And then 3 years later, the actor John Marley passed away in 1984 at the age of 77 after heart surgery. But he had sold the painting by the time that he had passed.
He sold it.
So then the painting goes missing. And for 26 years, no one's heard of this painting. It eventually is discovered behind an old California brewery or in the basement of California brewery. Different accounts vary on this. By an elderly couple. And it was later put on the internet in the early stages of the internet on eBay for sale. And there is a sort of the ad for it. The family that selling it wrote a horror story. I'm quoting here the Daily Dot of a product description that reads like something out of a bad Stephen King knockoff. And this is the quote. When we received this painting, we thought it was really good art. It's in all capitals.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
At the time, we wondered a little why a seemingly perfectly fine painting would be discarded like that. Today, we don't! Exclamation point 3 times. One morning, our 4.5-year-old daughter claimed that the children in the picture were fighting and coming into the room during the night.
Whoa.
Wow,
Yes.
that's
So
aggressive.
this is the claim by the family that the children in the photo, one of whom is a doll, were coming to life and fighting to the point where at one time they say that it is described that the doll girl pulls a gun on the little boy and forces him out of the frame of the picture, crawling down the wall into the room.
What?
Has someone animated this? Because if not, they really need to get on it. 'Cause I want to see it.
Yeah.
So there was a very, very early capturing on a webcam, so you can see still photographs. But it again, in all of these instances, man, daddy,
The crappiest camera in the world.
yes.
Shot
so
vertically.
you can't really tell what's going on. But yes, there is video evidence where a father said that he was watching a monitor that he installed to verify these claims and could not explain what happened and corroborated the story, basically, that these characters in this painting had come to life.
Wow.
Just how it's, the rule of thirds, where if you vertically or horizontally dissect a painting, the action is usually like paneled almost. It is uncomfortable how all of the action is to the far left of the canvas, and then right in the middle, from the center of the canvas to the right, you just see most of the door and then just the hands in the background.
Yeah.
It's really creepy.
Well, they say in art and in visual direction that in Western cultures, at least, that the left is a position of tension, because when you're naturally programmed to think that when you start reading, you start at the beginning of a sentence on the left, so your eye automatically wants to follow to the right, to a place of relaxation. But when asked about this painting, the artist himself, who still is alive, he was
the bastard.
He described that to him it was just a portrayal of sort of what he said, tapping into the collective unconscious of humanity, and that it was representative of him in this dimension, and behind the door was the untapped, the collective unconscious. And that
I would say he nailed it.
the hands
Yeah.
that pressed against the door, they are the, quote, other lives. And that the glass door, I'm quoting here, his own website, Stoneham Studios, that glass door, that thin veil walking between waking and dreaming, the girl doll is the imagined companion or guide through this realm.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Imagined companion? Interesting.
And this poem, it was titled The Hands Resist Him. And this was inspired by a poem that his wife had written that year. And that is actually where he drew upon. Between this poem and the photograph of him as a 5-year-old was how this painting was born. And the poem goes as this. He is of the seeing visions, his strokes reveal them, in a rush of color, of madness, of mystics, and his head is the highest center, it must confront its enemy. The hands resist him like the secret of his birth. His presence is the sanctum heartbeat felt in darkness and in passion, its sound the sole gift to that of silence.
Ooh.
That's, oddly unnerving.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so now, the painting is sold on eBay. The bidding starts at $199. It goes on for 30 days and turns into a bidding war. It is eventually sold for $1,025 to a private art collector who has a gallery.
That's it?
And yes, well, it was, I believe, in the year 2000. So
Okay.
Inflation.
Back when everything was wonderful.
Plus, it's an artist. It's a painting that's been lost to the ages.
Right.
26 years, no one has seen it. No one knows who this artist really is. After that, with the ad listed on eBay, it sort of gains infamy. Became a internet meme.
Butter.
Mima.
And the legend sort of expands on and on from there. People say that they would print out photos of it and hang it in their house, that were looking at a computer screen would start to cause nausea in people, anxiety in people, blackouts,
It's
loss
like that
of
doll.
memory.
When you see
Yes.
photos of the doll.
Exactly. It's supposed to have this weird effect on people. There's accounts of people...
And you just showed it to us.
Yeah.
Thanks,
well,
buddy.
What did you think?
I'm getting a headache right now. I'm not getting like a weird sinus headache.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Why don't you just lay down?
Okay.
Just plank right there.
Oh, that's not bad. Just laying on my chest on top of this chair is really nice.
Among other symptoms, there are reports of people that have been repulsed, made physically ill, and have also described mind control experiences through viewing this painting.
How?
Ooh, what?
Like,
Look,
the painting is telling me to kill.
Or paint.
No, I went straight to kill. It could have been something.
Yeah, it could have been something
the
very
painting
normal.
is telling me to cook biscuits.
You should really wash your car.
The painting is telling me to create and better myself.
Yeah, how come voices always tell you to do bad things? There's no like good voices out there, you know?
Because whenever you hear a painting say, get up and make something better with your life, you're like, shut up, Dad. I already have a dad painting.
You're not my dad painting. Unless it was a painting of your dad.
I just hear voices that tell me to eat tacos.
Yeah.
We all hear those.
So the painting
Hold
itself
up.
still resides in the ownership of Kim Smith, and it now sits in a private storage locker of hers.
Okay, so locked away.
She has been asked to, or he, I'm sorry, it could be he. I'm assuming this person's gender.
You assuming
I am.
gender.
So Kim has been, Smith has been asked to show the painting several times over the years, only about 5 or 6 times, to private collectors or people who were just interested in it.
Okay.
And there has also been an offer in the low 6 figures to buy the said painting.
Kanye.
But to this day, it still lives in infamy due to all the death and strange feelings surrounding it as one of the most haunted paintings out there.
To buy a piece of art just to keep it away so no one can see it is very responsible of someone, I guess.
Yes.
Sure.
Very humanitarian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good looking out.
So what I'm saying, guys, is that we should sell this painting. This is a great idea. We need to get rid of this painting as quickly as
let's
possible.
Let's put it up.
So,
Where are the buyers? Where are the buyers?
And then we need to tell Kim Smith that we sold her painting. The guests are now arriving, so let's try to get these painting up quickly. Kaz is actually coming down from the attic. He's got another collection of paintings, so we should be good.
There's
I think
more
he's got
of
Oh my
these?
God, there's
he's
more?
got some sculptures. Oh my God, you have to see this room.
Sculptures.
Yes.
Okay, this is not going to get creepy, is it?
Yeah, apparently he found some baseball cards too, so I'm super happy.
Oh, that's good.
well.
Are they of living or the dead?
You're listening to Fort Fritz.
Baseball cards of the dead. Hi, and welcome to Fort Fritz. We're having our first art show auction thing going on here. Fritz found a bunch of paintings up in his attic.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast.
He's tasked us to set them up and evaluate them before the celebrity guests show up and start throwing cash his way.
It's mainly just hanging them at this point. Some of them have frames and some don't. So it's going to be whatever happens, I guess.
I've just been nailing straight through the paintings.
I know.
It's so much easier.
It's a lot faster.
Yeah, that wood, you have to go like really through it. If you just go right through the that papery part,
The paint's got some pretty good give. It just goes like right through it.
Yeah.
Hey, if it saves time, do it. I really don't care.
Wow, you guys are really, really big idiots. Okay, that's good.
Well, I mean, this one over here, Portrait of Engelbert Humperdinck by Arnold George Dorsey. I mean, that looks nothing like him.
All right, well, let's just face this one against the wall and nail it that way.
There you go, perfect.
There you go. Now you make like your own expression from it.
Yeah.
I'll just tape this one up. This one is Olive's Like Hatred by Lower Back Cobra Tattoo. Put that one up.
Lower Back Cobra Tattoo is the name of the artist.
Yes.
So there's a person known as Lower Back Cobra Tattoo.
Yes.
Like, hi, Mom, this is my new boyfriend. Lower Back Cobra Tattoo.
Oh, I love your work. Olive's Like Hatred, that one.
Well, we do stab them, so.
This is true. We stab them and chew them up and make them die.
Sometimes you have to. Oh, Kaz. Thank God Kaz is here.
Where did you come from?
That was up in the the attic?
Crazy crawl space, yeah. Did you get any of the baseball cards?
No.
Damn it.
I did, however, find a big stack of what I'm assuming are like Frank Zappa paintings or something. They're just like a guy looking like disappointedly at different like albums and sort of not really being into your kind of music.
But
they're really well done. It's like really like they're like realistic oil portraits. They look like they're of Frank Zappa.
So it's Frank Zappa being disappointed by other artists?
Right, correct. Painted by Frank Zappa.
Kaz, I've got about 1 billion paintings. You know how many billions of baseball cards I don't have? Tell me you at least found some baseball cards.
There might be a few stuck to the back of this one. I haven't checked yet. There's like a big pile of stuff up there.
Which one is this one?
I'm coming around.
Oh, yes. This is the interpretation of Dream Number 8 by Legacy Hawthorne.
Really?
Legacy is a good first name.
Yeah, I think I know their work.
That's a good one. Oh, Angela, put that one up right over there. That's Red Oval on Black by S.E. Hunt.
I'm going to head back up. There's like way more of this shit.
No. Actually, could you push that sculpture over? That's Limitations of God by Alexis Lynn.
Limitations of God.
The Lamentations?
Wow.
Limitations.
The Limitations.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Limitations of God.
God does not have any limitations.
If you can put that right next to the sculpture Painful, Shamed, and Hurt by B.T. Herschel, that would be great.
You become quite the art.
How did you know just looking at them?
Knowing all this, it's amazing. Have you been studying up on this or something?
Did you curate this show? Like, how did you know all of these were here?
I gotta tell you, art really, it thrives in my family.
This is a whole new facet to you, Fritz, that I'm just discovering. This is a little,
it's intriguing.
Good for you, man.
I'm taken aback.
Thank you.
Taken aback.
How long have you been working on this?
A couple hours now.
Hours?
Seems like forever.
He's like a savant.
Where do the minutes go? Oh, okay. People are arriving. People are arriving. I hear
we're not even quite ready, man.
I know. I hear Lady Gaga is already outside.
No.
What?
Yes.
Gaga?
No.
You little monster, you.
Oh, my God. Put your paws up.
I'm going to get an autograph.
You can get an autograph, but don't nerd out, please, okay?
Be cool. It's Gaga. Like, be cool. Right?
I'm going
Like,
to
just be
nerd
cool.
out right now.
Oh my God, her
Everybody
dress
be
is made
cool.
of falafel. She's wearing a dress made of falafel.
Oh, my
Cannot wait.
God. I love it.
It's like counterpoint to the meat dress. Now she's doing vegan. That's smart.
Look,
meta.
That's very
she's
smart.
got lift
meta.
heels that are full of tzatziki sauce.
Damn.
Kind of like I'm going to get you sucker, but like that's some definite creamy yogurt dill goodness in there.
Level.
She actually emailed me. She wants a piece called I'm Gonna Kill Ya or Try Me Fucker by Harry Corkell.
That's perfect for her.
That makes sense.
I love
Yeah,
it.
I can see that.
It's
That's
this
her
one
style.
right here, isn't it? This one right here?
Yeah, go ahead and put a red dot on that one.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that just like a painting of an orangutan holding a kitten?
Yes, but it's called I'm Gonna Kill Ya or Try Me Fucker, so that's why I think she likes
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Very
See.
It's
agitprop.
perfect. Oh, I couldn't be happier.
Should we make that pre-sold? I guess we should. Right? It would be
It is
dick if
Gaga.
she's,
Yeah, it
she's
is
already
Gaga.
asking
It
about
is
it.
Gaga.
Okay. What else do we need? Seating. We need seating.
You've got like 3 chairs, but it looks like there's way more people parking outside. You're going to need more than 3 chairs. Do you have any more?
Right, I
like
think
folding
just,
chairs or
well,
like,
I think with 3 chairs, they're going to think this is part of an art piece. So,
there you
Kaz, can you go get some more?
I think there's some up there. I thought I saw a couple up there. Let me
I think there's
chairs in the
actually
attic?
there's a side room with folding chairs. I think Angela was showing me that, and I was
Side
like,
room?
I don't care, I can't sell these.
Yeah,
rooms are
it's like
normally scary.
little banquet chairs we have
Oh,
up here.
perfect.
So, there you go.
That'll work.
Okay.
It's just
Be
behind that creepy door right there.
Okay. Well, let me just.
Every door here is
super
creepy.
Well, I mean, yeah, exactly. At this point,
This
it would
one's
be more
painted,
creepy if it was just kind of unassuming and normal.
and unpainted. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, here we go. And Okay, so here's the
Perfect. Yeah, just
start pulling them out. You want to start like a line of like a
just like
here,
start tossing.
you.
They're pretty light. Just
Yeah.
don't.
Hey!
Look about.
Why are we tossing chairs? This is unnecessary.
It's like the Hobbit.
Chair, come away.
You're
He
right.
took one right in the
That
face.
was on you, dude. We had a
Leg in
good
the
line going.
face.
Come on, man. It's all about the rhythm.
If
What
we would
is
have
it
had a
with you and
song
rhythm?
going, you would have totally fucked it up.
Oh
Totally.
my god.
Oh, that does not look good.
Are you
They're
okay?
swelling pretty bad.
Wait, that
Here-
chair is different than the other chairs. That's definitely a different chair.
Yeah.
that looks heavier than the other
It's a
chairs
lot
for sure.
heavier.
Can't
I don't
see
know
anything.
why I just hucked
That's
that at him.
why it hit him in the face pretty
Yeah,
bad.
I mean, okay,
Yep.
my bad. I'm sorry. I
I got
apologize.
a bunch of water in my eyes. I can't see anything.
I don't know. That looks like a big sort of
That's-
angry-looking sort of lattice.
Like the angry chair that Alice in Chains sung about so many years ago.
Big
chair?
concussion.
I don't know. It kind of looks like
Looks like
that.
an old bar chair that would be in a pub in the 1700s or something.
imbued with evil oldness.
Yeah, I don't like this. This does not look good at all.
Gnarled.
Are you sure? Did you find this in the attic? Was this in the attic?
No, it
With
was right next to
You
the other
sure?
banquet chairs and shit. It was right here. in the
This,
side
I don't
thing.
know. This could be really bad.
It's sturdy.
I wouldn't sit it. Don't sit in it. Don't sit in it. Don't sit in it.
Look at
Don't,
this beautiful
don't,
leaving.
Nick, no.
No.
Oh, it is
It
so comfortable.
smells.
Guys, you are missing out. My butt cheeks are singing.
Well, they're going to be doing more than singing a little bit. Have you
Hallelujah.
ever heard of the chair of death?
No.
No.
For a little while, I'm sure it's quite comfy, but after that, it brings death. Tons and tons of death. Hot, sticky death.
What? Why is it
Gross.
going to be hot and sticky?
Because death just
That
is.
seems like the worst kind of death. Nah,
Yeah,
there's
hot
not-
and sticky
there's
death.
Like, I feel like
cold-
hypothermia is pretty cold.
Not so bad. You just go to sleep.
Yeah, it's just like very cold sleep.
What if you have bad dreams though? What if you start going to sleep and the last thing is a
that's
fucking
all-
terrible
Like
nightmare?
one of those, you have a bad work dream where it's like, go, 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 and you can never get enough done. That's bad.
That's
And then you die in a lake.
stressed
Slow,
out.
right, slowly
Yeah.
Except you
freezing to
never
death.
wake up.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Now, everyone loves to have their own special chair or spot in their house. That one special piece of furniture that's their favorite. But one man took the love of his favorite chair all the way to the grave. In 1702, Thomas Busby was a counterfeiter in Thirsk, England. He fell in love with and married Elizabeth, the daughter of his partner.
Thirsk?
Thirsk.
Thirsk. Okay.
Busby,
T-H-I-
counterfeiter, and Thirsking. This is already a very interesting tale.
Thirsk. And so
Thirsk.
he fell in love with and married Elizabeth, who was the daughter of his partner, Daniel Otte. Daniel was not happy with his daughter marrying someone that was pretty much a notorious drunk.
Oh.
So one night, Daniel had enough and went to the inn/pub where they were living. And Thomas also liked to get his drink on there.
What's the difference between an inn and a pub? I know a pub is a public house. Is there any difference?
I usually think it's
Some
the
are
pub
both,
is
right?
the lower floor and the inn is
Yeah.
the upper floor. You know, here's where you sleep, here's where you drink,
Nice.
rinse and repeat.
Is that points?
Yeah, that's points.
Yay!
So far, it's like this it's almost like a children's bedtime story so far, except for little dark details like, oh, he was a notorious drunk.
Go on.
You had me. So Daniel goes to try to take his daughter back away from Thomas.
And
He
that-
tried to get Elizabeth to leave with him, but she refused. Then Thomas showed up, already half in the bag. He immediately flew into a rage. Not because Daniel was attempting to get his wife to leave him, but because he was sitting in Thomas's favorite chair.
Oh.
The argument, though loud and boisterous, never got really violent.
You have to get up, though, right?
You have to.
If you're sitting in someone's chair.
And so finally Daniel left and went home. Thomas continued to drink and fume over the audacity of Daniel trying to take his wife and sit in his favorite chair.
Was
Wow.
he fuming while in his chair?
Of course he
sitting there?
was. Oh,
Yes.
just sitting there thinking about it, man.
Just stewing.
Stewing, just stewing.
Stewing in his chair fumes.
So he did what any of us would do. He went to Daniel's house and bludgeoned him to death with a hammer.
Oh, God.
I mean, of course, what else could he have done?
What year is this again?
1702.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Thomas was tried and convicted of the murder because everyone saw him arguing before. He was murdered with a hammer that he had used in his shop. So, yep, it was him. So he was murdered and sentenced to death by hanging. His final request was to have a drink at his favorite pub and sit a spell in his favorite chair, which they obliged. Before leaving for the gallows, Thomas turned and shouted, "May death come to anyone who dares sit in my chair."
This guy's petty.
Wow.
Really put it out there. And He was then promptly hanged, dipped in pitch,
Whoa.
and his corpse was hung from a pole near the outside of the inn.
They don't fuck around in Thirsk.
Yeah, as a huge fuck you and fuck your chair.
They should have got the chair, too, next to him.
Yeah, they should
They
have.
should have hung the chair.
Dripping in pitch.
Before they hung him, to be like, look at your chair tie.
Not the chair! Not the chair!
He would just be shaking his head no, like, nah.
They just like rip the upholstery.
It's like
Just
Braveheart.
desecrate it.
They don't even actually just show
People
like,
sitting their naked butts are like, oh, yeah, I like that.
You know that when he made like that cry in the pub, like, "Death to anyone who sits in my chair," there's like a brief silence as he walks out the door, like furiously, and then it goes back to Chumbawamba and the shots.
Not down! Those guys have been around for a while, man. So,
1702.
now, because of this, the inn soon changed its name to the Busby Stoop Inn.
I like it.
And because the guy liked the possibility of infamy, maybe people are going to come out. And so, over the years, many have sat in the chair. And a lot of them have died.
Really?
Some say the chair has up to 60 victims of
What?
people that have sat in it and then died either very soon after or of mysterious circumstances fairly soon after.
all right, well, I mean, in all fairness, there probably have been more than 60 deaths since 1702, right? Like, coinciding with sitting on the chair probably wasn't, I mean, it might have been a factor.
That's a lot of time.
That's a rational
right.
argument.
Your first day training at that bar is like,
Do
so
not
there-
fucking sit in that chair.
Yeah, they're like, this is where we keep the sodas. Here's the beer. Here's the log. Every time somebody sits in the chair, write it down. So far, we're at 59, and just let us know what happens.
Yeah. They're like, okay, so you taught me how to make a Manhattan and Washington apple. About the chair, can we just put up a sign that says don't sit in the chair? Or-
So, during World War II, the pub became the spot for local airmen, and it was said that any of them that would sit in the chair would never return home from the war. So that just became like a thing. And
Which war? Any war?
This is World War II. Then, much later in time, in 1967, two also airmen, because there was a
Force
base
Base.
nearby, they were daring each other to sit in the chair, and they had a big row about it, I guess. And so finally, they both did sit in the chair.
Together?
Well, no, I think they took turns.
Huh.
And then while driving back to the base, their van smashed into a tree, and they both died.
Whoa.
Damn.
Two
Were
year-
they drunk?
They're at a pub. They're at a pub.
Exactly. That folds into, like, people are dying after, mysteriously after going to this pub and then leaving, whether or not they sit in the chair. How many people died that left the pub that didn't sit in the chair? I want to know that number.
None.
All right,
They-
zero?
They, all, they
100%
actually all live
because they all
forever.
die eventually.
Exactly.
They live forever.
If you go there and you don't sit in the chair, you never
Oh,
die.
well, shit.
Oh, cool.
2 years later, two bricklayers were going to try it, and only one had the balls to do it. And then they went back to the work site, and the guy that did sit in it fell through the roof and died.
What?
Just that later that day. Like, you sit it. I'm not going to sit it. I'm
All
going
right.
to sit it, and then that guy dies.
Again, in context, he was at a bar, and then he went on top of a roof.
Yeah.
This just sounds like the
I think
fucking
we're really
foibles,
skipping
right?
this out.
Foibles and motherfuckers that go to pubs and get drunk, like they die in weird ways.
So, once a cleaning woman accidentally knocked it over while cleaning the pub and died a few weeks later of a brain tumor.
Whoa.
A chimney sweep sat in it one night, then left the pub nearly blind drunk. The next morning, his body was found hanging from the same pole that Thomas's body was hung from.
Okay, that
Oh,
one's,
yeah,
that's,
that's a little
that's
weird.
a little weird.
Super creepy.
That's kind of like Elisa Lamb with the hotel. How it's a psychotic episode.
That still creeps me out.
Yeah.
That is
still
really
creeps me
weird. That was one of the weirdest ones.
I thought you were going to say he got stuck inside a chimney.
out. Drunk. So, finally, after decades of death, the owner moved it to the basement. But one day, a man was making deliveries to the pub. While stocking the basement, he took a load off and later told the owner that, wow, that chair down there is too comfy to be in the basement.
Oh, no.
An hour later, he crashed his truck and died. Some have said, and remember, he wasn't drinking, he was making deliveries.
Right.
He was making deliveries. Now, some have said that you could see a dark figure in the corner of the pub watching over his favorite spot. It is also said that those who sat in the chair and didn't die within hours experienced extreme itching, paranoia, hearing things, seeing shadow figures, and even seeing warnings written on walls and mirrors, and then, eventually, death. Finally, the innkeeper took the chair to the local museum and had them nail it 6 feet in the air on the wall so no one could sit in it again, and it's still there to this day.
Wow.
Just break the chair, burn
Except
it or
for
something.
Minute Bowl. He's like, I'm going to sit in
No,
this chair.
Minute, no! So, you may really love your favorite chair, but is your love strong enough to kill from the grave?
That's insane. That's okay. So next time I go into any bar, I'm just gonna go. I now declare that if anyone sits at this table, I'm
Yes.
gonna kill my.
And just do it to every chair at the table and
Right,
run
right.
out. Just curse the whole place and split.
Curse, 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 curse.
Just take a Sharpie and just write F all over everything.
I feel like this is also like the worst episode of Antique Roadshow ever.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard the chair of death. Oh, do you?
If it's that comfy, then I want everyone to be able to sit in it.
Don't you think
Burn it.
It's
Let's
good,
burn it.
worth something?
Kill it
Can we
with
We
sell
should
it?
sell it.
Yeah, let's just sell it.
You want to sell the chair of death?
Yes, get it out
Yeah.
of the
Do
building.
you think we could get a lot of money for it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then totally do it.
Yes.
Well, isn't there some kind of moral obligation?
None.
All right, sell it.
There
That's
you go.
fine.
Yeah,
Perfect.
he said a lot of money. He didn't say money. He said a lot of money, and so that's a lot of money.
Guys, I really, really hate to do this, but I have to go. I have to take off.
What?
Whoa,
But-
whoa, whoa.
Where?
Hey, what?
Huh?
I have,
The
well,
people, they're pouring in.
This
I
is
know.
your event.
I have to get ready.
I see Gaga. She's right over
I know.
there.
I have to
Dude.
get ready. I have a tuxedo that I rented for the night, so I have to go
Oh,
get
yeah,
it.
yeah,
So-
shit. We are so underdressed.
It's okay. You guys are just like I told everyone that you guys are like my hired hands. So that's
Oh.
cool.
Thanks,
Oh, thank
buddy.
you.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, the respect. I feel it.
All right.
We're gonna, I guess, get ready to have this auction. We got a lot of celebrities. We see Lady Gaga over there, dressed in falafel. I'm pretty sure that's Christopher Walken over there, wearing nothing but a bathrobe and no shoes.
He's finally gotten to that stage, huh?
Yeah, he's finally there, but he's living his best
His
life.
eye is so sharp, though. Look at this. It's just like glaring around the room.
There's a lot.
Ooh, guys, cocktail wieners are still frozen. Do not eat those.
So why are you doing?
What are you doing?
You could have felt that.
You should have
with
just
your
told them
fingers.
it's art. Tell them it's art. They'll buy the crap out of that. Just say it's art, and they'll buy it.
Is that Michael Buffer with like a hobo sign standing out in front of like he's trying to park cars at our place? Like, why is he parking cars at our place?
Wow.
Is that real?
He has,
do that.
He has like a mug with like full of pencils, like you would see like one of those old blind caricatures.
What?
He's like begging
He's
outside
a bum
the
from the
park.
Depression era? That's
looks
really
like it.
strange.
This is actually working. People are buying both the pencils
Buffer
and yeah.
is. We
wow.
should be charging shit at the door if they're going to be buying pencils and stuff off of Buffer.
Yeah,
like,
that's-
I'm not like he doesn't do anything.
These people are ready to spend some cash.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this seems like
I'm going to get like a tip jar.
Right,
In front.
right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but make it big and like bejewel it. You know, they'll think it's all fancy, and then
Put
you
like
can
a scarf over it or something.
yeah, something really
yeah.
fancy, and then take the money out and sell that.
Sell the money.
No, keep the money, sell the thing.
Oh.
Sell the thing, keep the money.
But like if we told them it's like it comes from a poor person,
Oh, so it's
and
like
they really
quaint?
needed exactly.
Oh, I was like, oh, look
Look at
old
this.
people money.
This was this
Oh,
guy's last $20 bill.
Oh,
Like,
they could have used this to feed their family.
exactly. It's like a
Oh.
specially.
Yeah. Okay, I'm liking this. Okay, so
Okay.
we're going to take a bunch of money and sell it, and we're going to keep these paintings and see if this works, and just keep cycling this back and forth. Thanks for listening to Fort Fritz. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Fort Fritz. About to have the art auction that Fritz wanted to do, and I don't know, he might pull it together. There's a lot of people here. I'm really
The
surprised. by
turnout is amazing.
I'm
It really is.
totally shocked by this turnout.
Guys, Gaga keeps sitting in that damn chair.
At this
I
point,
know
I
it's
mean,
a problem.
Can you stop Gaga? Can't
No,
you?
she sat in it like 7
There's
times.
nothing you can
Well,
do.
and-
She
She-
wants to buy it.
She's doing it
it's
again.
a problem. I
we
can't
could-
sell it to her.
Can
we
we?
could totally sell it. To
No,
her.
you can't
No,
sell
we're not
it to
sell-
her.
no.
She's already sat in it like 8 times.
She's
Yeah,
not
but the
the
next
only
time
one.
Standing up,
One.
and sitting in it and standing up. I mean, the curse is there, whether or not.
What
Might as well
she-
make a few shekels.
What she doesn't know is every time she gets hit, I burn sage around her.
But you think that's going to beat the chair of death? You
Yeah.
think?
So far, it's been working.
What she has
So
like,
far, so good.
burst into flames.
That's
Yeah,
true.
like,
That's true. That's a good thing. Other people are sitting in it too. It's not good. I think people
We should probably
think
get
that
it
it's
out
like a
of here
photo
or
op or something like that. Like,
It's too unique. It's in a bunch of normal ass banquet chairs, and then this fucking. Let's get it out of here.
why didn't we put up a
it's
sign?
it's so inviting. You just want to sit in it.
Who
you
puts
know?
like you put it dead center front? Like it's a really cool. It's a good.
Well,
thought it was funny.
it's the only chair that has like cushion in this room.
Is he
so.
going to auction off the rest of these paintings? I mean, these people are getting a little. I would say rowdy.
I would say
the
antsy.
tensions are
Yeah,
high.
yeah.
Tensions
He
are
said he
really
was
high.
going to go get his tux. Remember, he was getting his tux, and he was going
Yeah.
to put on his tux.
I just don't know if he's ready for this.
People are hungry. They're trying to eat these snacks that are basically cubed in blocks of ice.
Yeah, it's like just chewing
That
on a
wasn't a
frozen
mistake.
weenie.
That did seem to be a mistake.
Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes.
Hey,
Hey, buddy.
this
ready?
is great. What a good turnout.
You're totally not going to bomb.
Where's your tux?
He's wearing a tuck shirt. Oh my
What's
God.
up?
And he's wearing the thong again.
I rented this. Come on, it's outside my clothing. Crying out loud. I wouldn't wear. Come
I'm trying
on.
to figure that out now, and I'm confused. It's like a mental Rubik's Cube.
I think I'm ready. I had to write some notes.
Okay.
And
like notes on the art, right?
Yep. Here we go.
All right, shit, he's doing it.
Here we go.
Should we like make an announcement? All right, no, he's just going to do it.
He's just
Oh, he's
gonna go
up there. He's up there.
He's got.
People are sitting.
He's got his I think he's got his mojo.
Oh, it sounds,
Gaga is paying attention.
People are
to him.
actually paying attention.
What's up?
everybody's enwrapped.
The year is 2029. A future civilization is all but not. We live on the precipice of the art world by imagining art. Therefore, we art.
Oh God.
Okay.
This is terrible.
First,
Did no one proofread the script?
I
I
have.
don't think he has one.
Did he write this? Is he reading it?
He's
off
looking at a
something?
book.
Oh,
Flipping pages.
this is fun.
No, it's not fun.
No. Oh, he's turning around. Ooh.
Oh,
I don't like the
no!
Oh, no! Stand up.
God. Gaga's laughing. It's
Can you
fine.
hear me?
Okay, she did
This
like
is a fun
that.
She
painting.
liked it.
This is a fun painting. It's called Mongrel Devil Chanted Venom Cloud Sea Serpent by Chad Vermillion. This is a very vibrant, as you can see, colors.
How much? How much?
The price tag, thank you for asking. The price
How
tag,
many monies?
there's a whole lot of zeros.
Oh God, he can't do math.
we're trying to get. Yeah,
Oh, no.
I forgot about
Oh, he
that.
It's
does
not math,
He
it's
doesn't
just
know how to read numbers or letters.
Still his
$2,900.
How many?
$2,900. Mongrel Devil Chanted Venom Cloud Sea Serpent by Chad Vermillion. $2,900. Anyone want this painting?
People are leaving.
Does anybody want this painting?
People do not like this.
Gaga's still here though, so I
He
mean,
likes
Hey.
everything.
Kentucky
She's a
Derby
saint.
Man. You want this painting?
Kentucky.
Okay,
Kentucky Derby
that's cool.
Man.
That's fine. This
How do
next
you know
one
he was from Kentucky?
now incarcerated for a triple murder. Fruit by World Victory.
Wow.
This one, it was painted in prison.
He is bombing. Guys, we gotta
Oh
do something.
no.
I don't
It's
know.
okay.
He is sweating bullets. Look at that. He is.
Kind of
This
fun to
isn't
watch.
good.
It's okay.
It's also kind of fun to watch.
It is. It's
Anyone,
good
does anyone
watching.
want
He's
this?
getting
I'll
those
give this-
bad
I'll
like
give this
sweat
one-
rings like
Oh.
under the arms.
Oh.
Like, really
All I
bad.
I'll
can
give this
see.
one
All
to
I
you
can
for
see.
free.
Oh,
Okay,
he started
that's
to
he's
fine.
giving
switch
him
a little
away
bit.
for free.
I got it.
Wait,
Oh
no.
God, Gaga's on
Okay.
Instagram again.
That's cool.
No.
Next two.
Fritz, come on, Fritz. You got this.
Okay.
Come on, bring it back. Bring it
This
back.
is
Bring it back.
Untitled by Piotr Sanjay. A beautiful blank canvas. Untitled number 77, the companion piece by Piotr Sanjay. Also a blank canvas.
Those are sheets.
These are
Those are
two-
sheets.
Those
Those
aren't
sheets.
even
Oh my
real.
God, those are
Never
sheets.
do
I don't
the
think that's a
double
real
whammy.
person.
If that's not you're in your bag,
There are less than 10 people here now.
this lifelike sculpture
Four of them are us.
by Tencho Hashimoto. This one's called "If I Kill This Monster, I Must Wed the Woman."
I really like that one.
It does seem pretty cool.
You should bid on it because no one else is.
Tencho Hashimoto.
$15.
Oh my God! No, this one's $78 million.
Oh,
What is he
Jesus
doing?
Christ.
That's really highballing that
No one's
painting.
gonna get that.
That seems like that's way too much money.
That is a sweet picture of a wolf, though.
For a great deal, $68 million. You can own "If I Kill This Monster, I Must Wed the Woman" by Tencho Hashimoto.
No.
I'm out. Never mind.
Okay.
Rescinded. Bid
That's fine.
rescinded.
This,
People are really just.
this,
Hey, maybe
Fritz, you want to take a break? Do you need like some water?
let's give him.
yeah, I have.
Let's make it a silent auction for like 5 minutes, maybe.
I like
I
that.
have
I
it.
like
Yep.
that.
auto silent
Okay,
auction.
this is my last deal. You guys got me on my last pad. It's okay. The Crying Boy, author
no.
unknown.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
Also,
It's just a picture of a baby, an upset
Oh
baby.
God, no, no, no.
Oh boy.
It's so much worse than that.
It's
What?
the most normal of the ones.
It's actually one of the better pictures that he's tried to
Looks
get
pretty
rid
good,
of.
yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
no, okay, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take Michael Buffer.
Hey, maybe try the hors
Thank you.
d'oeuvres. Give him the hors d'oeuvres.
Oh yeah, we've got hors d'oeuvres. I'm going to go cook them.
Don't.
I'm gonna
Oh
Okay.
my God. Okay.
I'm not gonna-
Guys.
He's got
What?
it. Give him.
Whoa!
He's down, he's down.
He's
there's
knocked
so
over the.
much.
Oh, he's knocked over so
Oh,
much.
it's so much.
drunk?
Oh, man, he is not doing good.
That's not good.
Fritz,
Pale.
come
He's
here.
clammy.
Get over here. Get it together, man.
Sad. Hilarious.
Fritz, where did that one come from?
You guys think I'm doing all right?
No.
No.
I thought it went well.
Cool. I was trying. I mean, this is hard. This is a lot harder than I thought.
Public
guys.
speaking, man. A lot of people want to
It's
like die
difficult.
more than they want to speak in public.
Right.
But I really mean, like, what is this last piece you were trying to sell? Do you know anything about this?
Yeah, The Three Handsome Brothers Next Door by Marshall E. Stanzel.
No. Even though that's a good one.
Oh, you mean The Crying Boy?
Yes, but The Curse of the Crying Boy.
No, I fucking cursed. What? I didn't know that. We could charge more money for it.
Is that why he's crying?
He's cursed.
He does the paintings. Christ.
Yeah, he's like,
It checks out.
Son of a-
It really does.
shucks.
Bruno Armadio, popularly known as Bragolin, also known as Angelo Bragolin and Giovanni Bragolin, was the creator of the group of paintings completed in the 1950s known as The Crying Boy.
Ooh.
The paintings feature a variety of tearful children looking sadly straight ahead.
That's kind of messed up.
It is a little messed
That's a little
up.
disturbing.
It's like the original Sarah McLachlan sad pet.
The ASPCA.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The children were usually depicted as poor, so sometimes these paintings were called the Gypsy Boys, although there is nothing specifically linking them to the Romani people. So, not really actually linking them to like what you would consider like gypsy kids, but that's what people called them.
You mean little thieves?
Yes.
Jesus Christ, man.
Bragolin was academically trained painter, working in post-World War II in Venice as a painter and restorer, producing the Crying Boy pictures for tourists. At least 65 such paintings were made under the name Bragolin, reproductions of which were sold worldwide.
Was this a horizontal picture, or was it?
It was a portrait.
Okay.
It's very close up on the face, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just laughing to myself, thinking that as an artist in the 50s, you could just walk around Italy and smack children and be like, "Hey, shut up, you!" And the kid starts crying, you're like, "I'm an artist. It's okay. I'm gonna need you to study. I need to study. I need to see my work."
Puts his thumb out, smacks him in the face,
It's
pokes him in
okay.
the eye.
Poke him in
Here's
the
some
eye.
bread and some cheese.
I'm an artist.
Here's a piece of pepperoni.
I like that he thought that these were the type of paintings that would sell to tourists.
That's crazy too.
But people were obsessed with them. So at least 65 of them were originals, but about 50,000 copies were sold in the UK.
That's crazy.
In UK specifically too, that's awesome.
Yes.
British people were just like, yeah.
Yeah, crying
Crying
children.
gypsy
all
babies,
the
yeah.
Posters of the Beatles and crying children.
because the British are so
Crying poor
repressed.
children.
They're so emotionally repressed. They just needed some crying child.
It just gives you that moment. No,
Yeah.
right.
for me painting,
You just
cry
look
for me.
at it and you're just like, and you have your tea.
There
walk
is
out
sadness
to
in the
work.
world.
Yeah.
Back to work, eh?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's just a long silence of them staring at the painting and then quiet.
Yeah.
It's like an emotional portrait of Dorian Gray. Just the painting stays sad for you.
So why was this painting so beloved?
People don't understand why they loved it so much. It was just so real, and all the kids were beautiful. So he just painted these beautiful children just crying, and they loved it, and everyone had these in their houses.
That is insane.
Especially in the UK. Just beautiful, poor Italian children crying.
Crying their eyes out.
You could end the story there and still be creepy as shit.
That is really weird.
It's so strange.
There is a strange thing going on there. I feel like there's a, yeah.
Mass hysteria thing or something.
Weird.
In Venice specifically, I don't know. Wow. Yeah, people have problems.
That's insane.
I like what I like.
I like what I like. Sad children. I guess you can always threaten your kids, do you want to be that kid? Do you want to be that sad, beautiful child on the wall?
Look at how dirty his face is.
Yes, he's poor. Anyway. The painter passed away, so Bragolin passed away in 1981. However, 4 years later after his death, in September of 1985, the British tabloid newspaper The Sun printed an article called Blazing Curse of the Crying Boy, a story about May and Ron Hall, whose home was destroyed by fire. The cause of the fire was a chip pan that overheated and burst into flames, spread rapidly, and destroyed the whole ground floor of their home. The only item that remained intact and barely burnt was a print of the crying boy on their living room wall. The upset couple claimed that the painting was cursed.
Damn.
Really?
I want a chip pan. I want a pan just for chips.
Sounds like it catches on fire a lot.
Yeah, but if you get fresh chips, you got to balance that shit out.
You just sit there and watch your house burn, just eating them like,
fresh
well,
chips? You had really fresh
it
chips.
was worth it.
Yeah.
I feel like May and Daddy missed the key element of that story.
But May and Ron Hall were not the only victims. The Sun also reported that an Essex firefighter claimed that undamaged copies of the painting were frequently found amidst the ruins of burned houses. He claimed that at least 15 house fires where everything was destroyed except a painting or print of the crying boy.
Really?
So it survived all of the fires?
Yes.
At least 15.
At least 15.
That's a pretty high number.
Substantial amount. Could you imagine being a firefighter and like
Every time
you're like, ah!
Right, exactly. They're like, dude, if that fucking painting is in here again, I'm freaking out,
You
man.
start, you just see them like passing money back and like taking bets and odds on
Who gets it? Yeah, who finds the crying boy? To describe a few in detail, so these are like examples of some of the houses that the firefighter helped. A lady in Surrey lost her house to a fire 6 months after buying the painting. 2 sisters in Kilburn had fires in their homes after buying a copy of the painting. One sister even claimed to have seen her painting sway backwards and forwards on the wall. A concerned lady on the Isle of Wight attempted to burn her painting without success.
What?
And then went on to suffer a run of bad luck. I don't know why she wanted to burn it.
This thing creeps me out.
I just want to burn this baby's face.
I really hate this painting.
A gentleman in Nottingham lost his home and his family were injured. He had the painting. And a pizza parlor in Norfolk was destroyed, including every painting on its wall, except for one, being the crying boy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Eventually, if there was an image of a crying child by any artist in a house that went on fire, the painting was blamed. Some claimed that they experienced bad luck if they attempted to destroy or get rid of their paintings. Others were convinced that it was only a matter of time before disaster struck them.
Why didn't they just get rid of the paintings?
The lure is already out there.
Yeah.
No one wants your paintings. And then you can't destroy your painting because if there's any kind of bad juju, then it just gets released.
Just leave it on the side of the road and then it follows you home.
After printing more articles and scare stories, The Sun, which is the first tabloid that released the stories about this painting, offered the public a solution. On Halloween in 1985...
Spooky.
Hundreds of the paintings were collected together by the newspaper, so people were actually sending these newspapers.
Wow.
Sending their prints to the newspaper and burnt under the supervision of the fire brigade.
Whoa.
They just happen to randomly pick Halloween. I'll just happen to pick this day. This seems like, it just happens to be Halloween. Oh, good,
1985, you said.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the painter died in 1981.
That's pretty metal.
It is.
It's pretty metal.
Metal.
So,
Right metal.
Quite right.
So why was this seemingly innocent series of painting cursed? Just little kids crying. Theories range from the little boy being a gypsy child whose family placed a curse on the artist. Some claimed that the child had died in a fire and his spirit was trapped in the painting. Or the child's parents had also been killed in a blaze. Wherever the little orphan went, fires mysteriously followed, earning him the nickname Diablo, or the Devil. The boy supposedly survived to early adulthood, who this painting was modeled after, but was tragically killed when his car crashed and burst into flames.
Ooh.
From then on was his image that carried on his cursed fascination with fire into the afterlife.
Oh, so maybe that was his avatar.
So I'm just saying that we need to be careful with the crying boy painting.
The crying boy painting.
You're trying to get rid of. What did you do with those hors d'oeuvres?
Guys.
He's doing like a 4D thing with the crying baby
It's
now.
really,
It's like,
it's really smoky in here.
Sense immersion. Is this like an installation?
I'm just flambeing the hell out of the mini quiches.
What is he doing?
I'm
Gently
flambéing.
warm the mini quiches. Don't
not
flambe.
You're You're not supposed to warm them over fire. They're mini quiches. You put them in an oven.
The entire table is on fire.
Yeah, this is not.
That's not a flambe. That's
just
just
not the way.
Holy crap! The curse is real, guys.
That is
It's
spreading
real.
really fast.
No, check it out.
Holy
I
crap.
fucking told you I was going to flambe these mini quiches.
No, you
no,
didn't.
you did
No,
not.
you did
You
not.
never said those words.
Specifically, verbatim.
You are embarrassing us in front of
I
Lady
said-
Gaga.
Oh my god! I didn't even think about that.
She's already out of here.
God.
I didn't even
Thank
get an
God.
autograph for her. I didn't even do a Snapchat with her.
Guys, she took the chair.
Oh my
Shit,
god.
that's
Of course
like,
she did.
That's a whole
well, then
other
she
thing.
deserves it. Then she
Oh, I'm
deserves
so
it.
sad.
Lady-
Did she sign in and get her email?
Tell her
address?
not to send her a
Lady
snap.
Gaga, if you are listening,
Do not
please
sit in that chair.
Reach out to us. You have to send us that chair back.
Yes, don't sit in the chair anymore.
Do not sit in the chair
However,
anymore.
we do take PayPal for however much you think the chair is worth.
No.
We gotta go.
This is
You gotta get out of here.
Let's
Bad
make
idea.
our way towards the exit. Fritz, come on.
I can't see.
Hold
What,
on, I
what
gotta-
exit?
Where
Where?
is? Oh.
What room even is this?
Oh.
I have to at least save 7 silver strands of silica by hashtag dot underscore pretense underscore dot.
Why?
Because it's the most expensive thing we have. It says it's $2 billion.
No,
Okay,
that's not-
totally get it. Totally get it. Totally get
Well,
it.
then
The valuations on these are so wild.
I at least have to say I'm going to kill you or try me fucker by Harry Corkell
All right,
because she
that is
did buy it.
one.
She did buy that one.
yeah, she should. If
Understandable.
she's a pre-sale, you gotta go get that
come on.
because I don't want to piss off.
Okay,
I got
I think we're
schmutzy. I
gonna
got
die.
schmutzy. I got schmutzy.
Okay, good.
Stay
Good,
under,
good,
stay
good,
low,
good.
under the smoke line.
Is anyone else tired?
It's getting sleepy in here.
A nap would be good right about now.
No, guys, we gotta get out of here.
Oh, there's park on the floor. So.
Go, schmutzy, run. Why does it smell like falafel? Oh my god. It is the angel of music. It is Gaga. You're so gorgeous. I know. You're only 5'2". You're so small. And you are wonderful. I'm sorry about your fibromyalgia. I am. I know it sucks. You're gonna take me with you? We have to get. I know. Can I be on your tour? Can I be a dancer in your tour? You're gonna get us? Oh, Gaga, you are an angel. You are an angel. I love you, Gaga.
Oh, Angela, keep it down. I'm trying to nap.
That is really
You
hard.
guys!
Nap.
Gaga saved us.
What?
Gaga saved us.
Where are we?
She also just left us a whole pile of cash and took 3 paintings.
Ooh, well, that's good.
Oh yeah, we were doing paintings thing.
Oh,
Why-
that's right.
Yeah.
And who? I'm hungry.
I'm sooty.
Never
I'm sooty.
I'm covered in ash and soot.
I don't have much of a recollection.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
This big red truck, what got the flashing lights? They got some egg and cheese sandwiches for us and hot coffee.
What?
Yeah, they said that they put out a fire.
Your craft service truck is a fire truck?
Well, yeah, I mean, they were on backup, of course. Some of these paintings are worth a lot of money.
Well, then let's get some sandwiches. I mean, that sounds pretty good
I'm
right
gonna
now.
go
I could eat.
The falafel, we got falafel right here too. I'm gonna take it on this.
Wait, where'd the falafel
It smells
come from?
vaguely of Gaga. Like it's
Gaga
like
left her falafel dress.
gardenia.
That's the falafel dress she was wearing.
Yes, it's so awesome.
Should we eat it or keep
Yes,
it for posterity?
eat
we
the
should
Gaga
eat.
falafel.
Each of her falafel, it is her body.
3 cheers for Lady Gaga.
Yes.
Hooray!
Hip hip
Hooray!
hip hip.
Hooray!
Thank you, Lady Gaga.
All right, well, everything turned out okay. The place didn't completely burn down.
Thank God.
We got a bunch of money thanks to Lady Gaga.
Thank
Some
you, Lady
delicious
Gaga.
Thank you, Lady Gaga.
falafel that was once a dress and now is our sustenance.
Thank you, Lady Gaga.
And,
Delicious.
Gagaffel.
And we thank you for enjoying this evening with us. Please remember to share us. Please remember we're on Stitcher and Libsyn and iTunes and YouTube and even the iHeart Radio app. We're all over the place. Let the people know. Thanks for listening, and now we're going to kick back.
It's almost like a new lease on life, ain't it?
It is. It's a new time. It's a new time, and we only have one person to thank.
Thank you, Lady Gaga. Thank you.